welcome to another episode. But first, I'm in my studio, which is actually a garage. So I've been doing some people photos. I shouldn't say this, but I don't like taking pictures of people. I don't like going out and doing like, I'm not going to do weddings. I'm not going to do bar mitzvahs or Easters or whatever. I don't want to have the stress of ruining someone's day because my pictures don't turn out. So I'll never do that type of photography. I do some people pictures like sports and some studio stuff where I can control the environment and everything around me. But other than that, pregnancy pictures would just stress me out. I would never do that. So anyway, I'm in my garage / studio and thought I would do a video here and introduce you guys to something that I've been doing for a while. I don't do it all the time, but I just kind of got back into it. I watched a video a couple weeks ago that kind of got me wanting to do it some more, watching to see how they did it, and I thought I can do that. And the cool thing about what I'm going to show you today is it's macro photography for under 100 bucks. So let's get to it. These are extension tubes, and you push them in, they go in, and basically what they do is they allow you, from what I understand, to decrease the minimal focusing distance of the lens. So you put these on your in between your lens and your body, and it allows you to focus even closer. So that's basically what it does. Also, it gets you some pretty good magnification. So these right here are very cheap plastic ones. I'm going to put the link in the description for all the stuff I talk about. That way, if you want to try macro photography, you get to do that. These are very cheap. They're plastic. There's a couple different styles of tubes. You got the plastic extension tubes. There are metal ones that are a little bit more expensive. I don't think it really matters. Maybe it does. I don't think it does. I think these feel very cheap and plasticky. When I bought them, I said, yep, those feel like they're about 20 bucks worth. That's exactly what this is. And all it is basically just a hole. There's nothing in them. And it just increases the distance between the lens and the body. And that's as simple as that. There's actually 3 of them. And you put this little tab in it, so you can go as far as you want with them. You can use 1, you can use 3. I use all 3, but that's basically how that works. So I'll show you here. And you just basically put it the same way. I think you got a little mark here, and you just slide it in, and then you find the, let's see. There we go. So basically, this is my 80 to 200 zoom lens, the 2.8, and this is basically what it looks like now. Pretty sturdy. There's a little bit of give in there, but not a lot. So anyway, that's how that works. So good stuff there. Put that back there. Okay, second thing I got. Now you don't need, that's all you need for macro photography. That's all you want. If that's all you want to do, you can do macro photography for under 20 bucks. You do need a tripod. So you don't need one. I would highly recommend you get a tripod for this. Because when you're really in there close, things move and it's hard to hold things steady, and it's tough. The tripod makes it way easier. Saw a video a couple weeks ago, and they're using diffused light on their flash, and thought, well, we can use one of these, and it's just a diffuser panel for your light on your flash, and super cheap. I think this was like 12 bucks. and it just goes right here, just like that. Just like that. Everybody seen one of these? I don't use these for people pictures. This is a speed light, and I got this very cheap on Amazon. I think it's $37 right now, or when I bought $37. It is a cheap speed light. Does it work all the time? Nope. Sometimes it does not fire. Don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't. But most of the time it does. I spent 37 bucks. I'm not expecting the world out of this. I don't expect high performance out of this. All I wanted to do was something that would give me a nice flash. There's a downside to this one. This is a Photo Lex model, in that it does not do high-speed sync, and what that means is you can't go over 1/250th of a second, or you begin to start seeing the shutter appear in your images. So it goes from 1 full power up to I don't remember what it was. But anyway, I use it on full power, and it's 37 bucks, and right now it works exactly the what I want it for. Don't need anything else. I'm not trying to be the world's best macro photographer, but I do want something that is going to work, and so far this has not been just a cheap piece of junk that I bought. If it lasts a year, that's great. I would hope it lasts longer than that. Meaning that I don't use it all the time, but it is what it is. So so far I've been very happy with it, even though it does misfire at times, meaning it doesn't fire at times, and you can hear that with your ear when that happens. Second thing, or let's see, lastly, what I bought, this is just a reflector, and I put that on top of the light. It fits right here in the light over the speed light, and goes just like, come on, probably I should, there's two of them there. They got the shiny reflective deal, aluminum foil behind, and there's a white side to it, but I use the shiny part. I'll put that right there like that. And then here's a bigger one that come with it, and I will, it kind of wraps around the top. Anyway, I put it just like this, and what I'm trying to do with this is send the flash back from the top here back down toward my subject as where I want it. Lastly, I got this for free at the car wash. Pretty nice. And I use that right there like this, and that will keep some of the light bouncing back in to where I want it to on the subject. So I think I gotta be careful. I don't want to necessarily cover it, the front there. But that's what it looks like. Kind of looks like an old-timey camera. Let me show you, give you a little couple quick tips, because I know I'm long on this. The reason I use this zoom, or this lens, is because the zoom on it, which is this big one, goes in and out, and that allows me to set my focus spot. So I can sit right here, and I can move in and out where I want to focus. If you have a fixed lens, or what do they call those, native lens or whatever, like a 50, say a 50 1.8 or whatever, and you put that on there with the tubes, you have to move in and out, back and forward to find that focus spot, which makes it a lot more difficult. So if you have a lens with a zoom and you're able to do that, then that makes it a lot easier using these tubes to do that. Thing I wanted to mention is the tripod makes it way more easy to do this. When you can set that camera down in your exact spot that you want it, it takes so much shaking out of the equation. It gets kind of hard to do when you're just holding it, especially when there's wind involved, things are moving a little bit. If you can take out all the movement variables and just hold it right in one spot, it makes getting an image way easier. So don't forget to do that. Definitely get yourself a tripod, and hopefully with those tips right there, that will set you on your path to enjoying some macro photography like I do. And hopefully you can do it for cheap. And if you enjoy it, maybe at some point you want to go out and buy yourself or invest in an actual macro lens and all that good stuff. I don't think I'm going to do that because it's not something that interests me that much, but I enjoy it enough to where I can do it this way, and I think I get very good results. With the flash, the reason I use the flash is it gets me more light on the subject. If I'm only relying on natural light, there's a lot of factors involved with clouds and time of day. If you're shooting in the middle of the day and you got that bright sky, this light flash, or the flash, the speed light, really makes the images look a lot better. And you get some really interesting backgrounds. Like sometimes you can turn the background completely black, and which I think is kind of cool on some of the images. And then other times there's some blurriness in the background or bokeh in the background, different colors and stuff, like if you're doing flowers or anything. But anyway, I think the speed light is worth buying, and if you don't normally use one, the cheap one will work for you. Just know that it doesn't always flash. At least this one that I bought. I'll take a picture, it won't flash. I'll take another picture, it'll flash. It doesn't do that all the time, but it does do that. So please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That really helps with the algorithm. We will see you next week. Guys, have a great week.